Kababayan LA, we don't only celebrate Kababayan Pride every day, and we don't only talk about Kababayan issues, we also talk about other issues that not too many people talk about, but it is a reality, and we need to discuss that out in the open so more people will be aware, and hopefully more people will be involved. Today is no different. We have a brand new topic, and that has something to do with juvenile diabetes. I'm sure not too many of you have heard about that, but Mae is, shall we call you an expert already? But
not quite an expert, but definitely somebody that helps promote the knowledge and research of it.
So. And she is also organizing a benefit concert that has to do something with this. But first, let us talk about this. How is this issue affecting our community and the large mainstream America community in general?
Well, as I found out about this, is how it all started. Was one of my my friends, my good friends, her son almost died. He's 5 years old. And his levels were really low, his ketone levels were really low, and he literally could have died. And when she came to me and told me about all of the medical bills and all of that, I really felt like it was something that I should help promote and help her fund.
Because what happens if we promote it?
Obviously, in our community, like ours, anytime that there's a serious issue in the Filipino community, we always know when to pick up and help out when we can. And so that was just with my background, and we met because I was on set with her. She was my makeup artist, and I said, let me find a way to help out. And we put together a musical benefit show, which is actually tomorrow, and it has some of LA's best up-and-coming musicians, and a lot of them were, you know, passed on to me, and I listened to their stuff, and they're just wonderful.
And it's nice for you to take time. It's nice of you to take time off your busy schedule to organize something like this, because we all know, you know, Mae, we've talked about her before in the show, but this is actually the first time that she's guesting on Kababayan LA.
I know.
Welcome for the first time, and I'm so happy that you're finally here. Mae is one of those Filipino-American actors that are making it really good in Hollywood. Tell us a little bit about the background.
How I made it in Hollywood, per se. I started in the dance industry. I was a professional dancer for a long time, and then moved to LA, and the acting thing, obviously, like a lot of people, it falls into your lap, and I was offered a role in a movie, an audition role. And as I did so, the director, Max Bartoli, he's a really well-known Italian director, he immediately said, I want that Filipino girl.
Ah, congratulations.
She gets the role.
He said Filipino girl.
He wanted a Filipino girl to be in the film, just because our look crosses over on many ethnicity panels. So he said, I like her, I love her audition, and I literally had to fly out within 2 weeks to the East Coast to film it.
I mean, he could have gotten other Filipino girls. There are actors, other Filipina actors in Hollywood, but I'm sure it was also you. I mean,
oh, that's so
flattering. He probably saw something, right?
You know what? It was a role that it came naturally talaga, you know, it touched on a lot of anxiety issues, and that's something that I deal with and I talk a lot about, is, you know, a lot of mental health issues and all of that in our community. I do that a lot publicly too, and so the role calls for a scene like that, which is probably the most climactic part of the movie. And Max still says that scene just felt so real to him.
Right.
And so that was the scene that I had to audition, was literally me having an anxiety attack
on
screen.
Looking at you talk about it now, it seems that you're still, you know, every time you talk about it, you're still flooded with all the emotions and overwhelmed.
I am, because it was such project that was so close to my heart. I was given a shot. It was one of they trusted virtually an unknown person to do it. And then, you know, it was such a nurturing set with Max. He knew where I was coming from, that I came from a virtually non-existent acting background. And he really, you know, walked me through all of the intense scenes. It was a lead role. It was very scary, because I had Michael Rooker, I had all these really well-known actors in the film.
The premiere was at
the Chinese Theater.
Yeah, congratulations. And that's what's nice also about you. You know, you've made it, but you're still now taking your time and making an effort to share not just your talent, but also your time to this worthy cause. Can you tell us about the benefit? Are you also going to be singing?
No singing for me. That's stuck for the karaoke room. Karaoke rooms can listen, but no, I'll leave it to the professionals.
I know. I'm sure you can sing. Come on, you're Filipino. Yeah? No?
I'm not as good as a lot of Filipino singers. I can pull it together for a nice karaoke piece.
I hear a little bit of Tagalog, though, so you speak Tagalog.
I speak enough Tagalog. I was born in the Philippines, tried to maintain it, but my mom was an English teacher.
Oh.
So she really wanted us to learn the language.
Right.
And so English was always the primary language at home, but I tried to maintain it.
So with this benefit concert that you're organizing and it's happening tomorrow, are you specific with Filipino performers, or
you know what? That's coming up next, because we're planning, my show is going to plan on doing benefit performances with only Filipino, entertainers.
Right.
And so I'm taking audition tapes now for up-and-coming Filipino singers out there and performers, not just singers, but I mean musicians, bands, anything.
That's nice. Tell us about this show, because you mentioned your show.
Mae Flores Presents was something that came on my plate. A lot of the fan base from Atlantistown was Filipino, obviously. They found out about the show, and so they said, you know what? You have a great personality. We'd love to see a show that's just you.
Right.
And so that's how it all came together. And so a couple of the networks came to me and said, you know what, just show me pieces of your work, what you can actually do with a crew, and then send it to us and see what happens.
Oh, nice. Good luck with that. And I'm thinking the benefit show that's going to happen tomorrow might be a good preview also to this show.
Hopefully. My crew has worked so hard, and the musicians are great, and I'm co-hosting the event with this very well-known band called Big Joe Hurt and the Soul Junkies. And they actually were nominated for LA's Best Musicians.
So what kind of music should we expect?
A lot of blues. There's quite an eclectic, just for everybody. There's Groove Armada, which does a lot of blues.
I love Groove Armada.
Yes, they're coming.
Yes.
And so there's also Jamie Alonge, who does a lot of very modern ballads with a twist. And so it's a lot of very well known, they have quite a huge following, and so a lot of their fans are coming for that, but I really want them to become aware of the benefit that
and
they're
the funds that you're raising from this event will go
100% to JDRF.
And JDRF is
Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation.
Right. We need that. We need more information. We need to find, do we have a cure already?
There is no cure, but there is definitely, the research to make things a lot easier to live with for children, because children having type 1 diabetes is just not something that we should take lightly.
And this is the type where you inject yourself.
Yes, and Dylan Whitaker is the one that actually inspired this, my friend's son, and he has to be injected every hour. So she goes to school every hour, on the hour, because the school is not aware of, they're too scared to inject a child. So that's what I mean. There's not a lot of knowledge on how to take this disease and
hopefully this is just the start. God bless you. Good luck to you on your event and your other endeavors. I'm sure you will be blessed because you're helping others as well. So more power to you. Magbabalik pa po ang Kababayan LA. We'll meet a brand new Kababayan performer when we return. Don't go away.